wouldn't need anything else if I could only live together with my family, just the three of us. Why can't men understand something so simple? Yeah, freaking men. The women in this town seem to have a problem with the men. And now that I'm talking to the men, I can see why. Good old 90s sitcom writing. Men, am I right? No, I'm just contemplating what I should plan next. Well, I don't know where Alice's house is. I figure I should probably... Oh wait, what was her name? Hi, hello, Faye. Are you here to see Alice? Yeah, Alice. Actually, it's customary that we don't let any men in to see the bride today, but you can be an exception. Alright, maybe this will get us going. Why, hello, Faye. Wow, she doesn't even have a name, it's just Alice's aunt. Have you come to visit our Alice? She's upstairs right now. But doesn't time fly? It has already been 10 years since my brother and his wife passed away. We did our best to raise the two children in their place. But now, as far as Alice is concerned, I can finally say my job is done. I know Timothy will take good care of her from here on. Now all that's left is Dan. I'm gonna have a hard time raising him to adulthood. I think he is an adult. He's just a small adult. Hello, Alice. Is that your wedding dress? Oh? Faye, you startled me. Yes, it is. I just finished it. It took more work than I expected. You did a great job there. It'll look wonderful on you, Alice. Congratulations. Thank you. Hey, what is it? Oh, nothing. I see. Oh yes, that's right. Faye, have you seen Dan? Yeah, he's outside, bragging as always. Well, not really bragging, but okay. That kid, I just told him that I had an errand for him to run. Oh yeah? What kind of errand? It's for my wedding ceremony tomorrow. I was hoping he could go borrow a camera and some lights from Dr. Azuki up on the mountain peak. If that's all it is, I'll be glad to do it for you. Could you? Oh, but I couldn't possibly. Don't worry, it's no problem. Anyway, it doesn't exactly make me feel comfortable having Dan handle such delicate instruments. What's more, I might have a chance to eat some of Yui's cooking if I go to the Doc's place. Hee, that's my Faye. Well, I'll go up there now and get them for you. Oh, Faye, wait. Huh? Is there something else you want me to get from Satan? No, it's not that. Faye, have you ever thought about things this way? If you had only been born in this village, and if we had only known each other earlier on... That's the correct answer, Faye. ... Oh, it's nothing, I'm sorry. Well, I think I'd better get going. Oh, okay. Be careful on that mountain path, and give my regards to Dr. Azuki. Is this fate? I feel so foolish. Who am I kidding? Run, Faye, as far as you can. Hey, stop pushing. What are you, some kind of... No? No? No! I'm getting out of this village. This village, some wild things going on in this village. Get me out. I mean, hey. Hey, a love triangle's a love triangle, okay? Sometimes girl doesn't know what she wants, but the wedding's tomorrow. Like, we got... This is too late. It's too late, Alice. Yeah, you get your stuff figured out here. Okay, so can I go through the woods now, maybe? Or, like, how do I get to the mountain peak? Maybe there's another exit out of the village. I like how I was still, like, stretching and he hit me. Alright, so can I get this to, like, do damage? Or what? I think these guys just don't take damage from that move. I wonder how common that really is. For a girl to get, like, that far into a relationship. I mean, or a guy, but I would imagine it's more of a girl problem because the guy is usually the one that proposes, so, like, he's most likely all in at that point, you know? But girls can definitely be pressured to say yes to the proposal and then have second thoughts. But, like, you know, the proposal is the time to make a decision here. You know, shouldn't be having those thoughts the day before the wedding. Oh, maybe it's here. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a difference between marriage jitters and, like, telling Faye that if he was only here earlier, like, oh, yikes. That's a big yikes. That's the big difference. Like, the difference between wedding jitters and, you know, it genuinely being a problem is if there's a specific man in mind, you know? If she was just like, oh, I don't know about the wedding, it'd be one thing, but, like, specifically talking to Faye, we got a problem. This way, walking course, watch out for the cliffs. That way, doctor's house, right after the bridge. All right, let's go. Who are you talking to? Crazy Faye. But, you know, what's funny is now what Dan said wasn't as crazy. Before it was like, oh wow, Dan's just like the most selfish guy ever, wants me to steal his sister because he doesn't like Timothy. But now it's like, well, I mean, she also likes him, so it's not like he was being totally selfish. Still the wrong thing to say, but maybe he's just looking out for his sister, you know? Realizes that she actually likes Faye. Dakazuki's house is over the bridge and up to the north. Oh, it's you, Faye. The cliff's edge collapsed from the heavy rain we had recently. You're alright, Faye. You can do a big jump to get across it, but I'm too scared. Hey, what's a big jump? How could you forget? A big jump is done by pressing the triangle while running with the circle button held down. You can jump much further than with the regular jump. Faye, you never have any problems. It's not fair. Yeah, like, that would be a thing that a kid would do. Like, a kid sees their sister getting married but realizes that they like another guy. And then, like, trying to get that to happen, not realizing the seriousness of a wedding, you know? That's genuinely something I see a kid doing. Forgot to use his legs. I wanted to see if you could just regular jump across without doing the big jump, but then I fell. These battlefields are really interesting because like they're so big, and I don't really know like what the distance actually means. Oh, there you go. Wolf took some damage. I give him max 2 years. We don't have all the context, okay? Maybe she likes Timothy just as much. I don't know, it can be hard to like discern how old people are in these games unless they specifically say it. Especially with the JRPG aesthetic, you know. I always thought that Cloud and the crew were like 30s or something when I played when I was a kid. Like I thought they were adults. It's usually safe to assume that any JRPG, everyone's like late teens, early 20s. That's just the go-to. But then they act like they're 35. Especially these PS1 era RPGs. Everyone's always really young. They were trying to hit that demographic. So... Wait. What's over here? Secrets? Sure, you could, if you could tell me his age. Out of curiosity. Check the manual. Do I have the manual? I do. Oh, check out the manual picture. Pretty epic. Also, there's an ad for Brave Fencer Musashi on the back. Let's see, page 6. Faye is 18. He's almost 6 foot. Specialty martial arts. His hobby is painting. I don't want to look at like the other characters yet, but just looking at the ages, looking like mostly late teenager. Then there's some older characters, but it's looking like they're all like 18, 19. Not surprising in the slightest. Another Aqua Soul. Yeah, Brave Fencer Musashi is definitely a game I need to play all the way through at some point. I did play a demo of it on stream. We did some old PlayStation demo discs, and there was a demo of it. Yeah, seems like the encounter rate's pretty high, but the fights are pretty short. As long as the fights are short, I don't mind the encounter rate being high. The problem is when you play, like, Final Fantasy IX and the encounters take 9 years. Or Final Fantasy II, where the encounter rate's every other step. They really like playing with the camera a lot. Injured, sick, all accepted, come on in, but no deceased, please. Wow. Zombie racism. What? Did that chicken just... Please don't come in if you're dead. I can't open this chest. What does that sound? Am I stepping on goo or something? What's going on here? Why can't I open this? This is a crazy house. How's it going, Gray? Is this Cosmo Canyon? You better believe I'm looking through that telescope. I thought that was a radar satellite dish or something. No, I don't remember a lot. This is not a telescope? How do I get out of here? More like binoculars? Or a viewfinder? Telescope would be looking at stars. Whoa! Oh, Faye, welcome. Hello, Yui. Where's Doc? My husband is tinkering with his junk out in the backyard. I should have guessed. Doesn't he ever get sick of playing with that stuff? Well, okay then. I'll go out in the backyard and see if I can find him. Hi, Midori. It's a nice day to play outside. How about we feed the birds later? Children. I like how nice Faye is to, like, everyone. Very likable guy. What in the... Is that not the backyard? Oh. Where are you, Doc? What's going on? Oh, this is no good. Why do they use such inferior parts? This is why their intervention strat. Doc, so that's where you were. Oh, Faye, good to see you. Are you alright, Doc? What are you doing all the way up there? I thought I would try to restore this land crab. Oh, and that explosion was nothing to worry about. It happens all the time. Could you wait a while? I am just about ready to call it a day. Oh yes, there's something interesting in the storeroom. Why not take a look? Okay, Doc, I will, but please hurry up. It will get dark before you know it. Yo, Lucid, thank you for the 2 years. Holy moly. Thank you. The translation is a bit stilted. Like, everyone always, like, repeats characters' names and stuff. It's a bit jarring. Like, Faye's always, like, talking to people and then, like, repeating their name to them, which is, like, an early translation thing that you see a lot. So this is what Doc was talking about. Let me see. What's so interesting about it? Wow. What is this? This music. I've heard it before somewhere. What do you think? Not bad, huh? Doc? Hello again, Faye. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Music is a mysterious thing. Sometimes it makes people remember things that they do not expect. Many thoughts, feelings, memories, things almost forgotten, regardless of whether the listener desires to remember them or not. Doc, what is this? It was excavated from some old ruins and is still under repair. Obviously, it is an audio device of some type. Long ago, people would listen to this melody just as we are doing now. At times, they would have been cheered up, while at times they would have been made to cry. By the way, what brings you here today? Oh yeah, that's right. Alice asked me to borrow some camera equipment from you. Oh yes, her wedding is tomorrow, right? Understood. Well, we had better get them ready then. Oh, and dinner should be ready soon. Would you like to join us? Would I ever? I was hoping you would ask. I still have some cleaning up to do out here. Would you mind giving Midori some company back in the house? She hates me. Okay, take your time, Doc. I'll go ahead and eat when dinner is ready. Ahaha, go right ahead. But I will not be held responsible if you get a stomachache from eating my wife Yui's cooking. Doc, I feel strange when I listen to this music. I feel something warm inside. That just may be because you have someone living inside of you. And he too must have liked the music a long time ago before he became a part of you. What is he talking? What? Are you on drugs, Satan? What's happening here? What? Do you know something we don't? Is Timothy and Alice's wedding really tomorrow? It might actually be better to live an ordinary life in this condition, as a son of man. Well, anyway, I suppose I had better adjust the gyro at least. Huh? This cannot be. Is this an omen? Now what is going to happen? Alright, he definitely knows some stuff that we don't. Something's going on with the doc. That was good. Your cooking never fails to impress me, Yui. Thank you for such a delicious meal. You're welcome. If you like my cooking that much, then I'd be happy to cook for you anytime, Faye. I will bring the equipment you need to the village tomorrow morning myself. It does not exactly make me feel comfortable to have you handle such delicate instruments, I'm afraid. Wow. Where have I heard that line before? That's alright by me. Well, see you tomorrow, Doc. Good night, Yui, Midori. Good night. We're looking forward to tomorrow's wedding. Well, good night, Doc. Yes, good night. Oh, Faye, please be careful. I mean, the path is dangerous when it's so dark. What's wrong, Doc? There's nothing to worry about. Well, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. That's one way. What's that? Giants? Faye! Doc, some flying objects went toward Lahan. So you saw them too? Judging by their shadows, they appear to be a group of gears from our neighbor country, Kislev. Those were gears? Oh no, they're headed directly for Lahan. The ones I just saw? Let's make haste. Right. No, different ones. Guess I could save. Man, I tell you what, this is gonna be brutal. I can already tell. Cause like, we actually got some time to really like learn about and be interested in some of these characters. And I have a bad feeling what we're about to witness. I do not remember exactly what happens, but I know we're at least getting attacked. I remember that much. Yep. No! Lahan's? And that is terrifying. They're like as big as our houses. Alice, Timothy! Dr. Azuki, Faye! Did you bring the camera equipment? Doctor, they just came out of nowhere and landed right in our village. I know, what on earth are they doing starting a battle here? Are you all okay? Yes, but it's Dan. We can't find him. I'll go look one more time. Alice, go ahead and get out of the village. No, Timothy, wait! You, Alice, and the rest of the villagers should evacuate to a safer location. Doc, you know I can't just leave Dan behind. Timothy. I understand how you feel, but leave the rest up to Faye and me. The primary thing you should be concerned with is your own safety. Timothy, your responsibility is to protect Alice. But it's just as Doc says, the two of you should get out of the village now. Don't worry about Dan. Knowing him, he has already evacuated and is waiting for you. I guess you're right. Okay, Alice, let's let Dr. Azuki and Faye handle it from here. Yes, okay, thank you, Doctor. But Faye, please look out for Dan. Yeah, don't worry. If he still happens to be in the village, I'll be sure to save him. Now both of you, hurry! I will go check inside the houses to see if there is anyone left behind. Faye, please go around the village and guide the stragglers to a safe location. Alright, but Doc, you be careful, okay? You too, Faye. The sound effects are so muted. Whoa! Well, this isn't going well. Huh? Faye? Wait, Faye! Do not do this, Faye. You must not fight here. Faye! Linguistic modifier enabled. Yeah, I don't know if he was like seeing somebody in there, like seeing himself in there or something, because it looked like there was someone in there, but then he jumped in. I think he was just like seeing himself or something. Lamb, Ignis dialect, no piloting experience, easy mode set. Synchronizing input interface with pilot's normal reflex time. Warning to pilot, combat mode, about to enter combat. 1200 units of fuel left. Utilize command ring and upper left of screen to select attack. Then triangle, square, and X buttons to commence auto attack sequence. Power and fuel usage differs with type of attack. Charge restores 30 fuel units. Warning, enemy gears are now preparing to attack, terminating help mode. I love the, like, lore. There's actually, like, a lore reason that there would be a tutorial here. It's kind of cool. Still have guided shot. It's not always possible, but it's always great when you can, like, establish the tutorial as lore, you know, like, fit it into the universe. It's not always possible, but it's cool when it is. He shot me. It also said no pilot experience, so I'm wondering if that's their way of telling us, like, he's not. Because it felt like they were setting up this thing where, like, oh, he's an old pilot, but he lost his memory or something, but it doesn't seem like that. Seems like he is actually just flying by the seat of his pants here. Either that or he lost his experience as well, and the robot knows that. Flying by the seat of his Xeno pants. Holy moly. Reinforcements, huh? On my right, too. Dang it, how many of them are there? Do you even know what side you're fighting on? I guess there's no choice but to fight. Faye! The way you are fighting. Oh no, this is not good. If he awakens here, I knew he knew something. Doc! Dan? Are you alright? What on earth are you doing here? Do you not know how worried Alice and Timothy are? I'm sorry, Dr. Izuki. I got out of the village earlier, but I came back. I just couldn't bear to think of leaving my sister's wedding dress behind here. You returned to save your sister's wedding dress? I told you Dan had the right intentions. Yeah, you are such a sentimental little boy. Let us evacuate to the safer spot while Faye has their attention. It appears that they are after that gear Faye is in. Faye's inside that monster? Faye is bound by the dark, cruel destiny of God. Dan's a child? Faye? Doctors really does not hold back, man. Come on now, Dan. We had better get away from here. Dan! I knew you were still in the village. Boy, I'm glad you're okay. Huh? Oh no! Timothy! Wait! Don't shoot! Stop it! These people have nothing to do with you. Run, fool, run. Timothy! Out of the way. Stop it! I said stop it! Well, I think we figured out who he was seeing. Huh? Where am I? Doc! Oh, you have finally gained consciousness, Faye. Doc, what happened? Where's Chief Lee, Timothy, Alice? What did I... Yes, well that is... You murderer! Dan. Dan, what do you mean? Faye. It was because you had to get in that monster. Alice and Timothy, the people of the village are all... You killed everyone using that monster. Why did you have to fight in the middle of the village? How do you even know how to operate such a monster? Mother, where Mother? See, I told you so. I said allowing someone we knew nothing about into our village would spell disaster. Ow, hurts, it hurts. Dan. Yikes. No, keep away, I'm scared. Murderer, my sister. Give me back my sister. Dan. There's nothing to be gained from putting the blame all on Faye alone. What is more, you know Faye had no control over that malfunction of the malfunction of that gear. I know that. But I hate you. Blah. It might be better if we left him by himself for a little while. He does not know what to do with his grief, his anger. And Faye, it may be a good idea for you to leave this place. There's no guarantee that reinforcements from yesterday's unit are not going to come. They will probably want to know what happened to their comrades. Also, if you stay here, I do not think that atmosphere is going to be very joyful, if you know what I mean. It is probably best for both you and all of the other villagers here. I guess you're right. This disaster happened because I was here. But what am I supposed to do now? Yes, well, why not go through the Black Moon Forest and head to Ava? I am sure those soldiers from yesterday were not from Ava. If you can manage to get to the Ava side, they will not be able to track you down very easily. Okay, I understand, Doc. Well, anyway, please take care of the rest of the things here, Doc. Of course. Well, do take care now. What an odd ending to that conversation. Well, take care. You killed everyone with that monster. Murderer, my sister. Give me back my sister. I'm sensing a moment where we're like forced to use the gear, but we don't want to because of what happened. What a crazy scene. My only like confusion was, I think the location of the people in the scene didn't make very much sense, because like Doc and Dan were in the village and then Timothy was coming from out of the village back to the village, but somehow the explosion killed Alice and Timothy. Well, Timothy got shot, but killed Alice and the rest of the villagers, but didn't kill Doc and Dan. Like, from what seemed like where everyone was standing, it would have made more sense for Doc and Dan to get killed and for Alice to survive. You know? So that was kind of odd. Kind of felt like... Yeah, it kind of felt like the plot armor just required that to kind of happen that way. But they could have maybe explained it a bit better, like... Maybe that guy with the gun went after the villagers that had evacuated, and then Faye like followed them, and then he blew up or something. Well, like in the cutscene, it made it seem like Doc and Dan were the only ones that evacuated, and the kids, and like Alice was in the middle of the town, but the dialogue was like the opposite. It's kind of weird, because they were like outside the village looking in like, oh my god, but they were the ones that were in the village. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean, we got the gist of what was supposed to be done, but I guess it could have been, the dialogue maybe could have fit the cutscene a bit better. Still, man, crazy cutscene. Maybe, yeah, maybe they just didn't really show that happening, but maybe that's what happened, is like Doc dragged Dan away and then Alice ran back to Timothy and then the explosion happened. That would make a lot of sense, but they didn't really show that. But maybe they just didn't have time to animate that. Thank you, Zeno. Appreciate it, man. Great to have you here, dude. Great to have you here as part of the playthrough. And how's it going, Lay? Yeah, what a crazy cut. Really sets the stage for what this game is going to be like, you know? Very, very serious tone. Gonna be a lot of serious themes. Faye's gonna be battling with this. And what's cool is, like, he was so nice to everyone and so personable before, but I feel like now he's gonna be like a loner. Be interesting to see how it affects his personality.